Hey guys, welcome back to the daily crypto market update. I know that today's been a rough day in the markets. To be honest, I literally had zero clue what was happening. Why? I'm just a little bit busy, a little bit preoccupied. So it's morning, it's 6:41 a.m. I woke up at 5 a.m. and I am here in Bali. I just want to share this room with you. Like this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I have a shorter video that I'll show, but you guys have to see this. Like, that's all messy and stuff, but like these digs are insane. And yeah, a bathroom's a bathroom. But anyway, we need to talk about the market because things are things are not good. Looking here at CoinGlass, the last 24 hours, 800 million longs wiped out on leverage. I want to make this as clear as I possibly can without being snarky, but don't buy the dip with leverage. Have you learned nothing? Have you learned absolutely nothing in this space? You never, ever, 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 ever use leverage to buy the dip. Never, ever. This is one of the most brutal liquidations we've seen since last week. So today, 800 million liquidations. The 14th, 12 days ago, excuse me, 883 million in long liquidations. What's really triggering this? Well, in my opinion, it starts with BTC, but remember, I've said for the last couple of days that Bitcoin and Ethereum are really leading the market right now. I'm sorry, Ethereum is really leading the market right now. So, in my opinion, it's Ethereum, Ethereum, Ethereum. If you look at the disparity between the price action, even just right here on TradingView, I forgot I have to zoom this in so you guys can see it a little bit better. Bitcoin is down about 2% today, 2.5%, but Ethereum's down almost 8%. Not to mention that I'm getting ahead of myself, but the main cause, again, for everything to pump, but also for everything to dump, is ETH. ETH is causing a lot of ups and downs right now, which is bad. It's not a bad thing at all. It just is where we are right now, and that's okay. Let's talk about Bitcoin first. There's a couple of important things to highlight on this chart. For one, I am amazed. Honestly, I need to hide a lot of this stuff so you can see it a little bit more clearly. So we have this is what I call a support fan, by the way, for all of you that are new and you're like, wait, what's going on? So what I do is I draw from a long-term support level. I'll take the next low to the next low, the next low to the next low, and basically it just makes like a big fan. So that's what we're looking at right here. We can see that this fan was respected on August 5th, 2024. And here, September 2024, we can see it was not respected here. It was pierced, and it was pierced a lot during the drawdown that happened in April. But what's incredible is that the price has fallen back down to that level. Today's low so far is $109,000, which is really rough. But it is showing signs that it could bounce from here. Now, one thing to consider too is that literally just what, a couple days ago? What is this? Yeah, 11, 12 days ago, we had an all-time high at $124,000. So Bitcoin is only down 11% right now. I need you guys to hear me with, I'm not using any snark. I'm not trying to rub it in anyone's face right now. You have to understand the importance of keeping some Bitcoin in your portfolio because while everything is dumping today, like majorly, I'm not even showing everything, but there are charts that are down 20%, 15%. Like that's like just being down 2% on the day. And I know it's not just today, but again, this is the same concept. It's down 11% from its all-time high. From that same point, we could go to like XRP from that same time. This one's down 14%. We could go to Solana, which actually had a really nice push up here. This one's down about 9%. Doge is down 18%. And the lower we go down the list, the worse it is. There we go. We have Bonk here. Bonk is down 29%. The point of what I'm saying right now is not to rub it in your face, but I'm trying to highlight the importance of allocating some of your portfolio to Bitcoin. I know you don't want me to say this because Bitcoin is so boring. That's the point. That's exactly what we teach in our courses of the Better Traders. This is exactly what I teach here on YouTube, and I share it over and over and over. Everything else is extremely risky. Bitcoin is solid. It's the gold of crypto. It really is. So if you look at the chart for gold, gold is a snooze fest. Gold is so boring. Yesterday, it dropped negative 0.16%. The day before, on Friday, up almost 1%, which is a big day for gold. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the fact that Bitcoin makes these small moves while everything else is dumping a lot tells you about the stability of Bitcoin. Okay? I'll stop. Looking at other indicators, which there are some very important things to distinguish, I was really excited on Friday because the price of BTC was above the daily TBO cloud right here. That's a strong bullish sign. Unfortunately, it closed back in on Saturday. Sunday, we have our long lower wick. Today, we're going down. Basically, this is a predictive wick. We've talked about these, but in an inverted sense, where we see a long upper wick like this, and this basically shows the market and well, it shows the market where the price can go next. This works in both directions. And again, I do think that BTC is going to spring off of this support level short term. Short term target right now is up here on the TBO fast line at 115,000. On the 4-hour time frame, we do have a TBO breakdown that's in progress. I don't think that this is actually going to print, meaning I don't think that this will stay here in another hour and 12 minutes after this daily, or sorry, the 4-hour candle closes. Mainly because I just, this is a pretty good bounce, and I love the fact that it's bouncing off of support. If this goes away, cool. We have two TBO close shorts. I do think that Bitcoin is short-term oversold. And just so you know, our TBT stop loss hunting alert, yeah, this thing was spot on. It did not catch this pump, but it stayed ringing, and it has been ringing over and over. One other thing to consider right now as well is that we're seeing lots of these green triangles. These are all TBT bullish divergence signals. These are letting us know when there is a bullish divergence. That's why they're called TBT bullish divergence on the chart. So I'm actually expecting BTC to bounce. And I know it seems crazy, but call me maybe a bull, but that's what I think's going to be happening next. Ethereum is showing signs of bouncing, to be completely honest with you. This is a massive drop on Tuesday's candle. Oh, sorry, this is the 4-hour time frame. Sorry, daily time frame. There we go. I was like, wait a second. It is Tuesday. And I'm almost in the same time zone. Japan is 1 hour ahead of Bali. So it's actually not that bad for me. But again, this is something I want you guys to hear loud and clear. And I said this during the last pullback here in August. I said this in the pullback over here in late July. Focus on charts that are already bullish. There's no need to go dumpster diving. You don't have to look for the most oversold chart in the world because the chances are that the trend's going to keep dumping on you. Whereas if you look at Ethereum, even though it's down 8%, look at where it stopped for one. Good Lord. It came right down here. Our low today so far is 43.34. And what's the TBO fast line? 43.31. So it's basically a TBO springboard bounce, which means I'm expecting ETH to pop back up about 10%. I know it seems crazy, but again, that's what I'm thinking. And the main reason why is because the price is above the cloud. Compare this to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's looking really weak compared to Ethereum, even though Ethereum has fallen way more. Trust me, I know. And again, the slow line right here tells me that the chart is still macro bullish. Now, this red triangle is a bad sign. But to be honest, we're going to see a lot of these when things are starting to get really bullish. These are TBT bearish divergence signals. These are the bearish inverse of the bullish ones. And we've seen these before, actually. We saw it back over here on the 1st of August. We saw right here on the 18th. Sometimes it's going to print before the pullback. Sometimes it's going to print on a very sharp pullback, like this one right over here on the 5th of June. But the difference right now from back over here in April to where we are is the slow line, instead of pointing down, it's violently pointing up. This is a strong bullish chart. There is a lot of demand for ETH, even though Ethereum dominance is shifting a lot. Now, ETH BTC, you guys remember me being really excited about this one being above the 0.5 fib level. Guess what? It's still above it. It retraced back down. The low today is 39.58. This is 39.51. on the 4-hour time frame, it's actually holding there. We still have a valid TBO breakout cluster on the 4-hour time frame. This sunrise is amazing. I have to pause for just a quick second. I wish I could see the sun set or the sun rise here. I don't have one of those rooms, but today's audio, by the way, I'm not treating it. So you can hear the birds. Hopefully you can a little bit, but like, so pretty. It's so pretty. And by the way, the beach is just over there. You just like the ocean's right over there. So it's cool. I think for tomorrow's video, I'm gonna go to the beach house and just sit on the waves and do the video. It'll be very calming, and very relaxing, compared to sitting here and looking at this stuff. But anyway, I do expect Ethereum BTC to pop. I do expect Ethereum to move up higher. It does have a TBO close long on the 4-hour time frame, which is confirmed. So the expected behavior for this now for ETH is to go back up to the fast line, which is a move up 4%. The reality right now is that because Bitcoin and Ethereum are really oversold, the entire market's oversold, which means that we're setting up for a bigger bounce. I just can't shake the feeling. I've said this so many times. Moon and Papa. I mean, what are you guys expecting, right? Um, Let me go on. Now, stablecoin dominance, this is showing me a very bad sign. Now, we talked about this oscillating pattern in my video yesterday when I was at the airport. So I see this nice oscillating pattern and it got interrupted. And unfortunately, we saw stable.c.d put in a higher high today at 7.84. Now, I want to see this close below resistance right here, which again, we have an hour left, and I think it's fully possible. I think it will happen, but we also need to just be wary of this. Like, it's not a good sign. It's not a good look. On the 4-hour time frame, we're already back to an open long state. It's not good. Combined stablecoin dominance is also showing a very not good thing either. These are two things that actually worry me, that we could see more pain instead of a bounce. So first off, this is USDT.D plus USDC.D. You can type this into TradingView. Yes, you use a plus symbol because you're adding these two together to get the percentage. The main worry I have right now is the fact that we have significant overhead resistance that hasn't really been challenged until today. We saw remnants of a test. This is kind of a test, and a test is determined by the price going up to resistance and tagging it. We didn't really see that on Friday. It kind of did, but it got sharply rejected. And I was thinking, okay, great, we're going back down. But lo and behold, here we are on Monday, and this is looking really brutal. And the price or the percentage is piercing long-term overhead resistance. This is bad. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is not what we want to see. We want to see stablecoin dominance fall. But when we see stablecoin dominance increase this much, it is a sign that we're going to see way more bearish vibes to come, unfortunately, as much as I want to see a bounce. Now, expected market behavior is when we see a dip on BTC, we see a pump, quote unquote pump. It's only like what, 1.44%, but on Bitcoin dominance. Now, remember, we still have a descending TBO slow line. So the macro trend is still bearish. We have TBO breakdowns. It's still bearish. ETH dominance. This one is still strong bullish. The slow line is curling up. The price is still above the cloud. It still looks great. On the 4-hour time frame, we had 3 TBO breakouts, but unfortunately they got invalidated with this TBO close long. So that's just how it goes. So I'm not expecting a big, massive move. Top 10 dominance is having a pretty nasty pullback, but not as bad as I thought. Being down 2% is bad, but honestly, with how everything looks right now, I was expecting it to be way down, but it's actually not that bad. Now, totally 50, yeah, this is where a lot of the market is looking pretty rough right now. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, we can see this more clearly. We had some nice teases yesterday to see the price go into resistance right here, but unfortunately, it really respected that, and it just got smacked back down, making a lower local low. This is the lowest it's been since July 9th. Total ES, which is the total crypto market cap, excluding stablecoins, printing another TBO close long on the daily time frame. This is a really great pump right here, but unfortunately, it's literally giving it all away, and I'm pretty sure that move is done. Oh, a little bug on my leg. There we go. Yeah, no, it's respecting it really well. I have to fix the plotting of this, but you get the idea. Now, I still have more I want to share with you, but before I get into that, I want you to go over to thebettertraders.com. There are links to check this stuff out down below. Why? Days like today, I teach you how to trade days like today. The reality is that if you are in a really good position and you've watched the courses, especially 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom, you know how to allocate your portfolio properly. So that way, when the market has a dip like this, you're able to handle it. You're actually able to buy the dip so that way you can sell on the bounce. And as soon as I'm done filming this video, that's what I'm going to be doing. And the crazy part is that literally this strategy that I teach in the course, it takes a max of 15 minutes a day. Of course, you can trade more, and we have other courses for that, like the Smarter Trader, Mastering Passive Income. But this is a great course, comes with one-on-one coaching, comes with free DCA bot signals, and a 1-month trial to the Better Traders Club, which includes access to the TBO indicator. It includes the new Better Traders Club live sessions that we have on Discord, watch lists, which I have to work on while I'm here in Bali, trade setups, which there are definitely going to be more coming out today. All that good stuff. So check out thebettertraders.com, check out the Better Traders Club, and 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom. Now, if you are new, understand, I don't really travel this much. Like, this is insane, and I have to show you the clouds over there because that just looks beautiful. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, I'm a big cloud weather guy. Like, this is amazing, and it's so pretty right now. I just want to like stand up and just chill out, but I can't. I can hear the ocean. So nice. Okay. Try to focus, try to focus. Okay. Let's go to TradingView. If you're new to these videos and you're like, wow, this is insane. Yes, it is insane. Today is an insane day. But I actually have picks. Now, I do appreciate a lot of you sharing and leaving comments. Do leave a comment with coins you're wanting to check out. I will not make any promises to check out any coins, but I am curious to see what you guys are sharing and what you guys are talking about, what you're interested in. I actually want to share some bullish stuff with you first on a really red day. And this is the same thing that I was saying about Ethereum, okay? So why am I trying to stay bullish? I'm not trying to stay bullish, I just am. We're gonna have a rate cut in September. Bitcoin has fallen down 11% over 14 days, 12 days, excuse me. It had a new all-time high literally just recently. How could I be bearish right now? I'm not at all. Ethereum is strong bullish still. We just have a pullback. So in the spirit of identifying charts that were previously bullish that are having a pullback, that's what I want to start with. And this is where I really want to encourage you to go deeper in crypto trading. When you're in a very strong bull market, which we are, I know today's pullback doesn't feel strong bullish at all, but every single good entry that you will ever get will be from buying the dip. So why ARB? Well, Arbitrum has a breakout over here. It's really distant from these other ones. And these are TBO, as in the trending breakout indicator, this indicator right here. These are breakouts, but it's not just that. It's the slow line starting to curl up. It's volume steadily increasing, making this yellow moving average move up higher. Now, it's still a coin to watch because it's below long-term overhead resistance. It hasn't pushed above it yet. But days like today, a dip like this, especially if Arbitrum actually bounces from here and goes back up to where it was, that's 20%. To me, the upside is massive on a lot of these charts that were previously bullish. Now, Lido, this is the same thing I'm telling you guys. Look, price pulls back to the fast line and it bounces up 23%. Now we're right back into it. Unfortunately, when the price goes inside of the daily TBO cloud, like it is right here, this is something to watch out for. Now you have to have the indicator to know when a chart is doing this, but this is not good. This is bearish. This is actually bearish consolidation. We could see a bounce on Lido, mainly because it's holding price-based support. But when I say buying the dip, I'm not saying buying the dip and selling at Valhalla. I'm saying take some profits out, like 11%. Like, that's massive. Aerodrome, this one has been doing so well. Had a TBO breakout right here. It has two other ones that are really, really, really detached. But what direction is the slow line moving in? Up. Volume still looks really good on this chart. It's actually, look at the moving average just going up higher and higher. Like, even though RSI is falling, even though it's looking a little bit wimpy and weak right now, this is a great dip buy opportunity. Honestly, this is insane. And the cool thing about days like today, for charts that were previously strong bullish, is that as soon as we get some little burst of green, some little sign of reversal, these things are just going to go, oops, 7 a.m. Sorry, fellow people at Sui. I don't think any of the founders are anywhere near here. They're probably over at the beach or I don't know. Morpho, this one had a crazy move. On Friday, this one was up like 20% and it's having a pullback. It's still above the daily TBO cloud. This is massively strong bullish. I know. From up here to here, it's down 17%. Trust me, I know. These birds here are awesome. You hear this? It's so pretty. It's very different from Japan. The crows, the ravens there are literally awful. Ha! 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 Come to Japan. I'm not kidding. Ha! It's it's like some weird dwarf ninja practicing in a dojo. Ha! Ha! It's awful. Now for some not so good news. These are some bearish things to pay attention to. And yes, Sui's here, even though they're hosting me. I'm so thankful. I'm just sharing the charts. I I just have, yeah, that's just where we are. So BNB, this one is in process of printing a TBT bearish divergence cluster. The TBT divergence is an indicator that's available in the Better Traders Club Discord server in the Pro tier. Now, a cluster is basically the same thing as the normal TBT divergence. The main thing that makes it a cluster is just the proximity, or rather, seeing more than two of these printed within 7 bars. This is purposely done to draw your attention to these charts because there's something bearish happening. We can have bullish ones as well, but right now, knowing that BNB made a new all-time high just above $900 and seeing it pull back to the fast line, now look at the chart. Yes, this is a bearish divergence, but look at the chart. The slow line is moving up. The price is retracing back to the fast line. This is honestly one of the best places to bounce from. And because the chart is strong bullish, yes, we should pay attention to these, but I'm not going to be panicking as much, to be honest. Tron, this one is having a massive pullback. Tron down almost 5% on the day is huge. This is absolutely huge. This chart does not drop this much. A normal day, up 1%, honestly, or down 1%. Less than that, usually. The last time it fell down 4%, yeah, back over here, June 11th. This is the craziest chart right now because, again, if you've been trading crypto for any amount of time, watching charts like I do, this never happens. So this is a little bit weird to me. Sui, again, fantastic hosts. Love being here in Bali. Awful chart. We've been talking about this price action for a long time and a lot of things to worry about, a lot of things to pay attention to. The first thing is that it has overhead resistance and it hasn't made another move back up, unfortunately. And having this short-term support level here as well, we already know that it got punctured and pierced real bad here in June. And dancing on a lot, got a nice push up, made resistance, fell back down to it, but unfortunately it broke support. And being down today 9%, this is basically how everything else is right now. So what's the pink symbol for? Well, that's because on the 4-hour time frame, oh no, this is just bearish in general. That's why it's labeled as pink. The difference between Sui and BNB or Aerodrome or Lido, apart from the tech, is that because the price of Sui is inside of the cloud right here, this is bearish consolidation. And we should be expecting bearish consolidation whenever the price first closes inside the cloud. We're basically going to be chop solidating sideways. Now, I'm going to try to stay a little bit positive here. We're going to remove this just so I can highlight one thing. If we just look at the naked chart, I know, turn off the lights. Turn off the lights, guys. Let's do this. We have price-based support. Oops, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. price-based support here at 326. If SUI can hold above this level, and again, it is massively short-term oversold right now. Way too much. That's what I mean. It's way too oversold right now. If it can bounce from here, which I think is plausible, and volume is good, then we should see a nice push up higher. Now, the thing to watch, though, is if it loses this, it's no bueno, which is Indonesian for that's no good. I learned that recently. Another thing to watch here is short-term overhead resistance. Personally, I feel like we're going to see a bounce across the market. We won't continue to dump because of what I'm seeing for Bitcoin, but we also just need to be realistic that things aren't looking good. We shouldn't expect a massive pump on this chart unless they're going to start to burn like 50% of the supply, like OKB did. Trump, really surprising chart. On the daily time frame, it printed a TBO breakdown and put in a new local low, a level we haven't seen since April. Really rough chart, really bad. Zora, this one is printing a second TBT bearish divergence signal. I know Zora had pumped a lot recently. On Friday, it was an amazing move up here, like 57%. Trust me, I know. This is not good at all. And carrying on with the theme of this is not good at all. Solana moved up here to $209, which is exciting. Today, it actually made a high, a new local high at, drum roll please, 213, which is great. I actually have a position open on alt trading for this, and yes, it got stopped out. My automated long here got stopped out, which was really frustrating. But I still have a position open here on Sol BTC. This one is so close to hitting my take profit target. I'm not selling. I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to wait. I actually think that Solana is going to start to flip Ethereum. Not right away, but that's where things are going. I mean, Ethereum is still massively outperforming Bitcoin, but I feel like Solana is going to start to do something similar to that, but it's going to flip not Bitcoin, but Ethereum. We're just going to see the baton being passed. But this chart, yeah, it's pretty rough. But the price is touching the fast line. The slow line is moving up. This is actually a hidden signal. It's actually a bullish signal. Just saying. Now, Bitcoin Cash, not so bullish. Down 6%. A second TBO closed long is really ruining this chart, which was looking previously so bullish. That's not good. AVAX, another TBO closed long. Anytime we see lots of these blue diamonds, stay away. Stay 100% away because this is not pretty. It's not going to go well. Litecoin, unfortunately, printing a TBO closed long on a massive 8% dump. Can I tell you a secret? I had an LTC BTC position open. As soon as I saw this, on this chart on the 14th, I was like, okay, I'm done. And I sold my position. And I'm so glad I did because LTC BTC has not looked pretty since then. Yes, we had a little bit of a push up higher, but no, I'm out. Like, nope, I don't like how those things look. Now, some things to watch and to be reminded of. Tau, this one is having a massive drop, 11% so far today. We have another hour left in the candle, but this is bad, real bad. Near, this one pierced on Sunday, overhead resistance, but today being down, again, it's really struggling with this overhead level. I think it will get conquered. It's just going to take more. And SPX absolutely decimated. It's wow. This is real bad. I'm not seeing any other new bullish reversal signals apart from this TBO close short on Friday. But things are looking bad, but not everything. Again, focus on where the charts are really strong bullish. Because if you focus on where things were previously bullish before, there's a much greater chance that things are going to bounce from here. It makes way more sense, doesn't it? If you focus on the strength where charts were previously strong, and you already know that things are already moving up and they're looking strong bullish as it is, you're probably gonna have a better time riding a bounce on those instead of following charts that have already dumped a lot. And this is, again, this is what I teach you in our courses at thebettertraders.com. So head on over there, check out 50 Minutes of Financial Freedom, check out the club. And I want you to watch this video that's going to pop up right here. I'm holding my camera, my computer right now. It's a little bit difficult, but I want you to watch this video. I shared this about all trading, the backtesting strategies that they have, the backtesting tool in general. Insane. Days like today, this is a perfect day, especially if you're just waiting for positions to close. Play with this, use it, learn it. And until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.